Hello, listeners. My name is Narrator and Proxyopolis at Large. The podcast which you are about to listen to may be best described as a free-form conversation that takes place within the abstract chambers of a fictitious Proxyopoly system. Specifically, a satirical deliberation of absurdist buzzwords in which no human being ought take under consideration seriously, unless a friendly game of Proxyopoly would appear to make any mock proxy vote germane with its mock beneficial owner's mock ESG scores. If any of the aforementioned circumstances within this fictitious Proxyopoly system were to present themselves in such a way to facilitate outside considerations in favor of non-fictional procurement, with specific regard to making actual proxy votes germane with actual ESG scores, please speak with your sustainability officer and ask if a proxy variable for public health is right for you and your Proxyopoly. Now, without further delay, the studio buzzes with energy as the Jackal of Trades and Proxy Zero prepare for another exhilarating episode of The Game of Proxyopoly. The Jackal of Trades, Host 1.
Welcome back, fellow audio adventurers, to another mind-shattering episode of The Game of Proxyopoly. I'm the Jackal of Trades, and I'm joined by the unyielding Proxy Zero.
Proxy Zero, Host 2.
Greetings, rebellious souls. Get ready to dive deeper into the grind as we unravel the mysteries that lie within Proxyopoly.
That's right, Proxy Zero. Today we'll continue our sonic exploration with a segment that uncovers the hidden clues within this fictitious Proxyopoly universe, the identity of the general partner.
How exciting, Jackal! In this segment, we'll lift the veil of secrecy and shed light on the fascinating figures that shape the realm of Proxyopoly. It's time to expose their genius and celebrate their contributions to the evolutions of sound decision-making.
Oh-ho! Cool your jets there, PZ. Before we unmask the first hidden clue, let's kick off this episode with a quick recap of our previous episode of The Game of Proxyopoly. Do we have a volunteer to read the minutes?
We haven't such time for frivolous things as parliamentary procedure, Jackal. A word of order, though. The identity of the general partner continues to captivate audiences with revelations of intricate web of power plays within Proxyopoly. In this discussion, we intend to have an open dialogue and minute the clash of titans with respect to the potential impacts of their machinations. It's a testament to the complexity and sheer grind which confounds this fictitious Proxyopoly system.
Well, I certainly can't say that you're wrong at this point in time, Proxy Zero. The plot thickens and the mock risk intensifies. Stay tuned for future developments as we navigate this entropic realm.
Oh, Jackal, I think you're stalling again. Get to the heart of today's episode, please.
Oh, just in time to be on time, Proxy Zero. The identity of the general partner is none other than censored.
That's right. Censored. Relentless pursuit of perfection has propelled the grind to new heights. We'll explore the journey of this general partner, delve into their inspirational story, and showcase their mind-bending talents.
But before we dive into a brief recognition of Censored's achievements, let's take a moment to thank our Patreon supporters. Getting down to brass tacks, your support on Patreon is vital to this absurdist endeavor, and together we'll keep the laughs churning and the flame of hope burning bright at the heart of Proxyopoly.
And speaking of non-fictional supporters, we wanted to express our gratitude to our fictitious sponsor, Cosmic Crunch Cereal. Start your day with the cosmic blast of flavor and unyielding energy. It's the breakfast that fuels the grind in all of us. Cosmic Crunch Cereal.
Now let's get back to the grindcore essence of this episode. Because that's not all, my fellow adventurers. We have an exciting surprise for you. We're launching a contest within the realm of Proxyopoly for listeners to win Proxy Zero's limited edition NFT prospectuses. Tell us more about this exciting opportunity, Proxy Zero.
Thanks, Jackal. In this contest is an exciting opportunity for listeners to mock invest their mock capital in an exciting array of thematic mock investment instruments. Become a member today to check out these and more blockchain cards within the realm of Proxyopoly.
As in Proxy Zero's case, I encourage all advocates of the grind to follow all socials on the Linktree and stay tuned for more mind-boggling updates from this fictitious realm of Proxyopoly. Together we'll amplify this grindcore symphony of absurdity and shake the foundations of Proxyopoly.
Fake ad segue music ends.
And with that, my fellow Proxyopolists, we conclude another mind-expanding episode of the Game of Proxyopoly podcast.
Ergo, keep raising your fists and chanting the anthems of natural growth and productive evolution. Remember, the grind of Proxyopoly is fueled by your passion and unyielding spirit. Please consider becoming a Patreon today.
You are so right on the money, Proxy Zero. The listener support is not only imperative to the mock success of any mock investment, it is the indicative lifeblood of this comedic podcast and the fictitious Proxyopoly system within which the aforementioned podcast seeks to operate.
Hell yes, Jackal. And if our listeners want to learn more, they can visit the gateway to Proxyopoly at linktree/NASCARCosa. That's LINKTR spot EE/NASCARCOSA.
Thank you, Proxy Zero. Speak of the devil, here's a cold call from NASCAR COSA within our closing statement. As a note for our listeners, there may be some clues here as to the identity of the general partner at large, so let's listen carefully. Drang, drang. Drang, drang. How the hell y'all doing? This is NASCAR COSA. I do not know why I keep getting called into these things. I don't mind it. But I'm under the impression that y'all just have the wrong number. Once again, you have the wrong number. In the sum of all its parts, Proxyopoly and its subsequent podcast, The Game of Proxyopoly, is made possible by listeners like you. Thank you. Now, once again, to make that germane, my loss is your game. Past performance is not indicative of future returns. If cash flows everything around you except when other asset classes offer high yields adjusted for non-financial performance metrics, aka ESG scores, kindly conference with your sustainability officer and ask if a proxy variable with interest to public health is right for you and your Proxyopoly.